On everybody, this is Dave. Welcome back today to another season review. Today I'm joined by FM Life, also known as Troy. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, go and check out the link to his channel. A link to that will be down in the description. But Troy, how are you doing today, sir?
Yeah, pretty good, Dave. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, no worries at all. So you started your channel, was it in January, I believe? Well, it was created in January, according to Social Blade. And already you've got 221 subscribers. For someone starting straight off zero in a space of, less than 8 months, that is really impressive. So how do you feel the last year for you has gone on YouTube?
Yeah, not too bad. It's been it was a New Year's resolution to start doing a bit of YouTube. So especially Football Manager. I used to watch it a fair bit.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that are consistent today. And then finally got back together in March. And then, from then on in, it's been pretty good, and the community is accepted and always helped out. So it's been good for 220 subscribers. I'm pretty pleased with that. So can't complain.
You started the channel uploading, was it in March then?
Yeah, but late March. Yeah.
So that's about 5 months. So that's even more impressive. 221 whatever subscribers in that space of time. So what are your plans, obviously, for the next FM? We've got FM 17 coming up as well.
Yeah, well, when I first started the channel, I wanted to put out a lot more tips and trips guides. So I'm looking to do that in FM17. I was going to start it, I've had a couple videos on, but nothing too serious. So I want to get more in depth. So this year, I've tried to learn the game a fair bit more, and I've spent a lot more time studying it and studying websites and whatnot.
Yeah.
And really getting into the nuts and bolts. So next year, hopefully, we'll start off some tips and tricks, and then we'll get into some saves and career modes and whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But next year should be a good year because obviously it started late and it's it's a bit stale around that April going into now, so it'll wrong time to start, but you got to start sometime. So if I didn't start it in March, maybe I would be I wouldn't have started it. So you should always start as soon as you want to, but I left it a couple of months, but happy to get going now and then into FM17, because from my first video to the video I put out on Thursday, it's a massive difference. So new mic, and you get a lot more confidence
of course
behind the microphone. So that's what I found, especially letting some of my humor come through, and then you've got your your editing, you find out different things along the way. So, ready to hit the ground running. FM17 might take a couple cheeky weeks off work. So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, especially as you started a bit earlier, started towards the end of FM16, you've already got the foundations down for your channel. You've already got the confidence going. So, you can really hit the ground running as soon as it hits into FM17. As you say, tips, tricks, and even the tactics videos are always so popular, especially if you upload them towards the start of Football Manager. So I think that is definitely the way to go as well, to help other people. That's why more people will start watching your channel if you're giving out those tutorials as well. So what's been your save or saves on Football Manager 2016 for people that are watching?
Yeah, so first save was the Youth of Manchester. So essentially in that save, it was my first save, so I just wanted something that I was familiar with, so the team I support in real life. So I'm familiar with the players. I'm absolutely terrible with names, so it's good to get into a save where I know the guys' names. So that was handy. So that was a save where I just tried to develop the youth. A lot of times when I watched YouTube videos back before I was recording, I always like to see how the youth develop at certain squads, so how they develop in the youth. So that was a major part of that. I tried not to sign big name players. I signed maybe 2, and I wanted to keep it like that. So I think I did pretty well. First I did 3 seasons with them, so we won the league every season and the Champions League in the last video of the series.
That's good.
Which was good. And then the new save on now is the COD Army with Fleetwood Town.
Yep.
and that's just a little bit lower. Normally, I like to start in League Two. I think it's a good league to come up from. Championship. There's only the one jump up, but at the moment with Fleetwood, they're a terrible side. But I seem to be doing pretty well with them, so which is refreshing. Maybe I'm just really good at the game. I don't know, either.
Have you played any Football Managers prior to this year's version then, or is this your first Football Manager?
No, I picked it up in 2012.
Okay, yeah.
And before that, I was playing FIFA Manager.
FIFA Manager, yeah.
So,
I don't mind FIFA Manager, actually. It was a game that I think I caught the 06 version. And obviously when I was a little bit younger, I actually really enjoyed that game. And I played, I think the 13 version was the most recent one. And it's actually quite a fun game, to be fair, because there's a lot more personal life stuff rather than in Football Manager. It's mainly football management based, and then on FIFA, obviously you can do all sorts of crap like like golf courses and stuff like that, but, and like getting married and stuff like that. So it's actually a really interesting other game. But again, they've stopped making it now. I think I don't think there was a 16.
They stopped.
Yeah.
They conceded defeat. I think they stopped in 2014.
Yeah.
They conceded defeat, but they did well in the training aspect. So that's what FM should look at them, because you could individualize your training to different, to fullbacks and midfielders and attackers. You can choose a different thing to train for each day, for each hour. So they did that pretty well, but the tactic side of it was terrible.
Yeah, it really
I tried to go back at the back end of FM14. I was just getting a bit stale, so I thought I might just download FIFA Manager 14. It was terrible.
Yeah, I love some of the interaction during the matches was quite good though. So because I remember I got a player sent off. I think the ball it says the ball has come towards you and the player runs towards you. What do? Kick the ball back or fall on the ground or something? I click fall on the ground, the guy gets sent off. But I got fined after the match as well. So, like, some of the stuff like that, and you could pick where your players put the penalties and stuff like that. So, it was quite fun on that aspect. But yeah, like, management side of things, it was below par on Football Manager anyway. But I did enjoy FIFA Manager, to be fair. It was decent. So, FM16 for you, how much have you enjoyed that compared to other Football Managers?
It's probably the one I enjoy the most, mainly because you've got to adjust each game. So each team you've got to adjust.
Yeah.
Each game throughout the game you've got to adjust as well, and each season you've got to keep on changing and adapting. So each player you get in, each player you change. So it's been the most challenging, which is rewarding when you get it right.
Of course, yeah.
And that's the most thing. I mean, the other, FM 12 to 15, essentially I would just click continue, or on a game, click continue, go out for a smoke, come back, we're 2-0 up. All right. And then the rest of the game, you sit there and just watch TV and you win the game comfortably without doing too much. So this game, it's been different. So I've had to, hide myself in a room and really sit down and work out how things are working out. But yeah, at the beginning, it was frustrating because I was not getting the results. That smoke break at the beginning of the game didn't help. But yeah, this game has been really, really enjoyable, especially towards the back end. And it's a little bit different now that I'm doing YouTube, so the games mean a little bit more. So maybe I'm trying to get a little bit more out of the players and what I'm working with. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. So how come you picked up FM12 then rather than FIFA Manager that particular year?
To be honest, I went out to the shops looking for FIFA Manager, but there was nothing on the shelves. And I've seen for a long time the Championship Manager and Football Manager, but I just never picked it up. I always had a look at the back of the cover, but I've been playing FIFA, the normal FIFA, since it came out. This is since '94, whatever. You probably weren't even born.
No, I wasn't, no.
Yeah. And, I've been playing that for a long time, so I just stuck with that. And I played that for a little bit. I played older manager games, Sir Alex Ferguson, the player manager. That was back in 2003 or something.
Yeah.
A couple others, I think. So I just always enjoyed them, and FIFA Manager wasn't there. So Football Manager was. I said, you know what, I'll give it a go. I took it home and said, "What the hell is this? This is so much different."
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to do, and that's when I turned to YouTube. So that was a big help.
Yeah, FM12, I think it's up there with like my top 3 football managers as well. I had a really good save on there. So that for me was probably when I started taking the game a lot more serious, because obviously when I've played since FM7, FM 2007 rather. So that's like almost 10 years ago when I was like 9 or 10. So you could tell I never really took the game too seriously then. But like FM12 was when I started to really knuckle down on the game. So for me, that was one of my more enjoyable ones as well. So regarding Football Manager 2017, I know you said you're going to do some more tips, tricks, and all sorts. What have you got any? I assume you're going to be doing like a Let's Play series on there as well.
Yeah, the Let's Play series, I'm not decided yet. I wanted to do some kind of journeyman save.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do is start in Australia.
Okay.
And start in lower leagues, but obviously it's not part of the database.
Yeah.
So every year someone would release, a lower league kind of database for Australian leagues, but they don't come till later on in the year. So I'm trying to source out guys that do the editing, because I've got no idea, and I want to. I'll try to start with that. If I can't, then I have to think of something else, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, straight off the bat, to be honest, I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, you could start a beta save on the channel, and then always when that kind of peaks down, like start, because the databases for lower league actually come quite quickly because the editors release during the beta as well. So you can normally get stuff like the lower leagues within about November time, so a month or two when the game actually gets released. So that's always something to look at as well. But Troy, obviously, in the last couple of season reviews, your name has been mentioned a couple of times. But who's your favourite YouTubers to watch as well?
My favourites at the beginning of the year of the FM16 year, probably Benji and Foxy.
Yeah.
And also Full Time FM.
Yeah.
And then towards the back end, and then started getting into Bood FM.
Yeah.
And Kappa's probably Toxic Lemon when he uploads. Those type of guys. But I watch a lot of content, especially on YouTube. I watch probably too much.
And in your opinion, do you feel any of those or any of us are underrated as such, or deserve more views or subscribers?
I think Bood FM mentioned me, but I'll mention him as well. It's not a payback. It's just how I feel.
Yeah.
His videos are class. He's funny. He's very passionate about his save. You can see that he jumps up and down when he gets a late minute equaliser or goal. So it's always good to see. That's what you want, just a bit of passion.
Yeah.
It's hard to get on every video, and I think he delivers it pretty much every game. He delivers that passion, which is good to see.
Yeah, perfect. And Troy, obviously, I know you've probably only been uploading about 5 or 6 months now, but from your early experience, do you feel that you could give any tips to anybody that wanted to start up a YouTube channel today?
Probably make sure you get into your save.
Yeah.
And also a good mic quality helps. I mean, I started with a terrible mic. It has probably hindered my channel at the start. So if I started with a better mic, maybe I could have got a little bit more subs earlier on, while I was, spruiking all the stuff over, the social forums or whatever. But yeah, just start. If you're going to start for FM17, start now. Get used to it. Even if you record a couple of videos and don't publish them, maybe show them to your mate or if someone likes them. But just record a couple of things. Try to work out how it all gets together. So editing software and stuff like that. If you can get some editing software on the down low, try to do that. So there's some good ones you can get. And also, just try to work with it. Just YouTube is there. How to edit, how to record. It's all there for you. All the tips are on YouTube. So just have a look, have some fun, and just do it now.
Perfect. Troy, thank you very much for jumping on to the season review. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go and subscribe to the FM Life. A link to that will be in the description down below. And make sure you smash a like on this video. If you're going to dislike it, let me know why you dislike the video. I've had a couple over the past few weeks or so. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you all very soon.